Yeah.
Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for May 24th, and we are going to cover today the Game 4 of the OKC Golden State series. Mike Brenner, you ready to cover this game?
We better be covering something, because I can't cover an ass whooping like I took last night, nor do I mean to. And haters out there, bring it on. Hey, bottom line, I've said it from the beginning. I own it when I lose, and I'm the kind, you can throw it on me. Guess what? I have nothing to refute and come back on last night after those results, okay?
Well, you know,
but when LeBron James isn't driving to the basket against Lowry, it makes you wonder what the hell's going on. But you know, one thing you can't predict and you can't fix and maneuver is the fact that those two shot absolutely lights. I mean, they were like 28 for combined 28.
Listen, they're NBA players, and even as everyone knows, you know, Billy Walters, all those guys, their winning percentages, you know, 54, 54 and a half,
and these guys,
55%. You know, we made our handicapping decisions yesterday, and I asked you in the show. I said, "Are we being stupid?" Yeah. The answer to that turned out to be yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Stupid, whatever it is, what it is. I mean, same thing when I played the stock market back in the day. For real, made some stupid decisions. Lost a lot of money on I thought was a no-brainer. But bottom line, Pete, it's how we get up, how we move forward, how do we redirect our strategy, what can we do, own what we did. But you know who the key that ignites that team last night? That Biombo, whatever his name is, that guy is unbelievable. Now, can he do it on the road? Because the first two games I looked, and he definitely wasn't as much of an impact. So we'll get into that later.
Yeah, let's not obsess about this game. Let's obsess about this series.
But I got my ass whooped, Pete. Listen, I don't like 0-3. I don't like it at all. So I'm getting up today and I'm coming back.
It's been a very mercurial series. We look like friggin' geniuses the first two games, and we look like friggin' morons.
Hey, I'm going against the grain tonight, too. I'm going against the grain in this one.
All right, well, we've got
Game
3 now. Golden State and OKC Game 4 here, and one of the great things about being a semi-public figure as we are is that we get a lot of tips. Well, we get tips, right? Like people love to.
I did. Somebody tipped me $8 yesterday at the store. I was like, damn, I'm going to need it after this one.
People love to send in their analysis and their opinions, stuff like that. And some of these guys really know what they're talking about. And one guy just loves Golden State here. Just loves Golden State here. Kenny Semmelsberger from Trend Betting, the Trend Betting Facebook group.
Is this the one you were telling me about?
He's really good. He says he mostly does football, but he has a lot of great opinions and stats. He sends me a lot of great stuff for the NBA playoffs as well. His
are you
Twitter
making your decisions based on that, or are you looking at as like information with other
all,
stuff?
Information that is valid.
Absolutely.
That
if he's got
weight.
A sharp edge.
Yeah. Let me just plug his Twitter for a second. Kenny SEM_NFL. That's KENNYSEM_NFL. He sent me this. He sent me the Warriors are 12-0 off a loss, of course. Average margin of victory was 11 points.
Yeah, okay.
The Warriors kill it after coming off of it.
And that's this year, obviously. They haven't lost back-to-back.
In the NBA playoffs, teams that are off of a double-digit loss are 60% to cover the next game.
Okay, so it could go either way. There's no doubt.
Well, 60% is a great percentage.
Of course it is, Pete.
Also,
of course it is.
As we know, Golden State has a history of losing Game 3s and then coming back and winning big in Game 4s. They've done it 4 times over the past 2 years. Last year at Memphis and Cleveland, they lost Game 3s and got blowout wins in Game 4s, easy covers. This year, same deal at Houston, and at Portland, they did get the cover, but it was they needed OT.
Memphis and Houston. I mean, Memphis and Cleveland last year. All right, that was Cleveland with one guy healthy out of the 3, and Memphis is Memphis, so that definitely is not OKC Thunder.
Sure,
but I'm not. Hey, I like what I'm hearing.
I'm just spitting out facts,
and they're
facts. These are facts.
Lay it on me, Pistol Pete.
These are indisputable facts. So everyone is sort of looking at this and saying, like, thinking the line's going to go up. Okay. Some people are in our Periscope show, people were calling it that it's going to go, that it's going to close at 2.5.
Like any other bit of information I use to search, I want to ask you a question on that and get your opinion on that. Again, I think OKC has put a different kind of defense on this team that they're not used to seeing. All right? It's not only affecting their accuracy. What it's doing, it's sending them into a transition game the opposite way, chasing the defenders to the rim, and they're not used to doing that. Okay, this is where it's starting to turn, and it's because of OKC, their size and their capability of run. This dynamic duo is no joke with Westbrook and Durant.
Sure.
So with that being said, there's one stat that wasn't in there. I want to go over just for a bit.
Let's hear it.
3 points is where Golden State lives. It's where it's addressed. They reside there. All right. They changed the way basketball's played from the perimeter for the last 2 years. Okay. 3 years actually when Mark Jackson started that monster, because he did. He started this machine. But anyway, this year in 3 3-point attempts, All right, in the year compared to this series, all right, it's only down 1, so they're still shooting the same amount of threes. Here's the kicker. Their percentage is down from 41.6 to 37.4 all right, in the series. All right, their field goal percentage is down from 49% in this season to 45 in this series. Their assists are down from 29 to 23 in this series. Offensive rating, which was number 1 this year at 114, is down to number 13 if it was still going at 106. And their defensive rating, it was 5th in the season, is down to 18th at 107.3. Wow. That's 3 games. That's consistency. So I get where
Brenner
he's coming
taking
from.
Shit seriously.
Well, I have to, bro. I have to. I lost a lot of money last night. I'm getting my ass back up, so I'm digging deep.
Right? You're not going down without a fight. If you're going down, you're going down with your best punch, your best pitch.
I am. And yesterday it wasn't a joke. I said to you, if Cleveland loses and they go south, I'll bounce back tomorrow. It is passion. Because I mean it. But I appreciate this breakdown. But I got to look at this. No, because a friend of mine said to me this morning, we both know him and I respect him. He said, this is the playoffs and everything changes. So what's going on in the playoffs that I don't think much of that's going to change in OKC tonight? They know, as much as Golden State is in a must-win, well, guess what? OKC says we're in a must-win too, because we can close this out and go to where we've been before but never captured the title. I'm telling you, this team's dangerous. I called it they could win it in 6.
You did.
I still like
that was the best bet of
I still like it, Pistol Pete. So that's my breakdown on that, the way they are changing what Golden State's doing. Plus throw on top Draymond Green, who's lucky he didn't get suspended. Now he's going to come out tonight. I think they're going to press tonight. I think they're going to push a little bit too much and they're going to make more mistakes, have more turnovers. But the transition that they're now doing the other way compared to the way they were running is changing everything.
He's going to look a little cooler than what you just did, though. I mean, he's going to come out.
Of course, absolutely. Pistol
so
Pete.
you see OKC winning this game, they go to Golden State, lose game 5, and then they close it out in game 6.
That could very well happen, and I'm going to stick with that theory all the way through because I like the underdog tonight. Pistol Pete, I'm pulling the trigger on the first half, OKC plus a half.
Plus a half, that's right.
And guess what? I saw Heritage plus 2 at minus 105, but Bodog has plus 2.5. All right, I don't want the plus 2.5. What I want is a money line. What's the best money line shot?
Oh, I don't have the money lines here for me.
What would you say?
Yeah, probably about plus 110.
Exactly, 110. I was told maybe even 115. It might creep up there.
If you're going to the Bodogs and the SIAs of the world, you can definitely. There's places that'll have off-market lines. You could probably get a 115 there.
Yeah. I like a money line play because I just think if they're going to keep it close, they're going to win.
Right.
If they're going to lose tonight, the Thunder, it's going to be on the rampage that you see the Golden State Warriors do, which they can do. Let's not get anything going here. That could happen. This fucking thing, could go south in a minute. But I love the momentum. I love Billy Donovan's confidence on the sidelines, and this guy has grown, and defensively, it's working. So they are manning up with some big guys underneath. And look, Steven Adams and all, we talked about it, Enes Kanter, they got Golden State so frustrated that Draymond Green, whose stats are down in this series, all right, goes to the point where he's kicking, he's getting his name out there. And I said it last week, he keeps talking instead of concentrating. So I think that bites him in the ass tonight. The Thunder continue the surge. I love it in the half. I love it on the game, Pistol Pete. I'm fired up.
All right, so for the purpose of record keeping, since we do everything, this is all ATS, we're going to give you plus a half on the half and plus 2 on the full game, although you say that you like the money line.
Exactly, but I'll take the plus 2 and I'll just put.
Wow, Mike Brenner, really stepping up here, Mike Brenner.
Yeah, well,
you're like a starting pitcher, bases loaded, and you're gonna live or die with your best pitch.
That's it, baby. And guess what? I'm throwing it down the pipe, and it's going to be strike 3.
That's what you're doing, Mike Brenner. I love it. For me, I have to pass, although I'm a complete believer in you on this one.
Okay.
I haven't bet this one. Didn't even take a shot at it. A lot of people on the Facebook groups.
But I want to ask you something because you've been doing this a long time, and you know regular season stats, playoff stats. What I laid out there for 3 games, does that make a little bit of sense though? That this team's kind of locked in on what they need to do to keep doing what they're doing.
I mean, things change radically in the playoffs in the NBA and in the NHL too. But the NBA is notorious for it. And if you can jump on the train or as early as you can for how things are changing, because there's the lines are still going to be based on regular season stats.
Absolutely.
The books and the markets are not going to. They can't. They're not going to just go willy nilly and start radically changing lines and stuff like that. And but I mean, the power ratings are based on full season stats.
That's good stuff, Pistol Pete. I love it. And to all
yeah.
our bloggers that were defending us and saying, don't worry, you'll get out of it, thank you. Because you know what? This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. All right, we're going to lose a bunch along the way, but we're going to win a hell of a lot more than we lose.
A lot of people are talking about Golden State. This is a great spot for Golden State. Mike Brenner, obviously there's going to be other people on OKC, but I think officially your analysis here and your opinion counts as contrarian somewhat.
Yeah, absolutely, Pete. I'm taking an underdog, too.
Certainly
I'm usually
confident.
not a dog. I don't like the dogs a whole lot. But
you certainly put your work in.
Yeah, I did. There's no doubt. I want to cash tonight, Pistol
Mike
Pete.
Brenner, good luck, man.
I'm not looking for counting stars.
I hope you cash.
I want to count some cash.
Awesome show. We'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday card.
Go Thunder, baby.